Hey there everyone, welcome to another video of Foxandroid. So in this video we're gonna learn how to save an image to the external storage of your Android application, right? By the external storage I means that anything outside your apps directory will be considered as external storage. I already have a video on this topic, but that method works till SDK level 28. As you guys know that Android has made a lot of changes regarding the storage. It has implemented the concept of scoped storage from SDK level 29 onwards. So that method doesn't work with SDK level 29 onwards, right? So we'll be learning this new technique. How do we save the image from our Android application to a common destination that Android has provided from SDK level 29. It has provided APIs for all the storage related activities. So today we'll be learning that. So before going further, let me just demonstrate what we can get by the end of this video. So if you can see here, I have opened up an app on my Android emulator, right? So there is a button called take photo. If I just tap on this button, so the camera opens up, right? So if I just move in my camera, so basically we can capture the picture with the help of this device. But before that, let us just open up this gallery app. So you can see there is one picture. If I just delete it, so right now there is no picture in the gallery app. If I just go to our app, and if we just capture a picture of this TV, if I just tap on this button now, so you can see photo saved successfully. So the photo has been saved to a common destination where all the pictures will be saved. So if we just go back to our gallery app, I guess I have to close it once. So here you can see this picture was clicked and we have got this picture inside our gallery app. So this is what we'll be getting by the end of this video. If you want to learn the same and implement to your Android applications, make sure you watch this video till the end. So without much ado, let's get started. So guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving notification of the upcoming videos. And by the end of the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. So first thing first, let's just for implementing this feature, we need to add some dependencies. So I'll just go to build.gradle, our app level build.gradle, right? So I have these dependencies here. I'll put the link for this file in the description below. You can just copy it from there and paste it here, right? So these dependencies are regarding the coroutines that we'll be using here. So let me just sync this. So it will take some time. Let us just get it done with. So okay, now these dependencies has been added, and the second thing we are going to do is we are going to enable the view binding. So if you do not know about view binding, I have a video on that. You can just check out that. So let us just add some permissions. So the very first one will be to read the external storage, although we do not need this at this point of time because we'll just be writing the file to the external storage. So but for the further videos, we'll just add it at this point of time only and write external storage, right? So if you can see here, I'm getting a warning that write external storage no longer provides write access when targeting Android 10 plus, right? That means this permission is no more required from APK level 29 onwards. So what I'll do is, so now this error is gone. So we have defined that this permission should be requested up to SDK version level 28. So here you can see from 29 onwards, we do not need this permission. Yes, you heard it right. We do not need write external storage permission because the APIs has been provided by the Android SDK to do any operation regarding the writing the external storage, right? So this permission was required till Android level 28 only. Now let us just start the code. I'm not going to talk about the front end code. We have just a text view and a button. The idea of that button is save button. So there is nothing much about the front end. we'll directly dive into the backend code. So first let us implement the view binding. So done. We have just implemented this view binding thing. Now we'll define two variables. So this will give us the status of the permissions. So is read permission granted? So initially we'll set it to false, and similarly we have another boolean variable that will give us the status for is write permission granted, and we'll set it to false as well. And the last one, we have the permission launcher, right? So this will be used for asking the multiple permissions in a single go. We'll be using that. I'll just explain it in a bit. So let us just define this permission launcher. So we'll register for activity results, and activity results contracts dot request multiple permissions, right? So basically this is a callback method that will be called whenever we request for the permissions. So we'll get the status here. So permissions, let me just name it as permissions here, that will be more clear. So permissions, and here we have Android dot so here we are just updating the status of the read and write permissions. So after that we are going to create a method for requesting the permissions, request permission, right? So inside this we'll take two variables, is read permission, will get the current status of the permission, check self permission, we'll pass the context here. Okay, we'll check here that before requesting the permission, is read permission granted or not, and similarly we'll do that for the write permission. So after that we'll make a variable to check the minimum SDK level. If the SDK level is 29 or above, then we need not to ask for this write permission, right? So that's why we're checking that. Now we'll update our main variables, is read permission granted is equal to this thing, is read permission, and similarly we'll do that for write permission granted is equal to is write permission, or if the SDK level of the device is greater than or equal to 29. Now what we'll do is we'll create a list of the permissions, we'll be adding those permissions. Now we'll check if permission request is not empty, then we'll launch our permission launcher, right? Launch permission request dot So here we have just requested for the permission. First we have checked if read and write permissions are not granted, and accordingly we have added those permission to our list, and then we have launched the permission launcher, right? So here we'll just call this method that we have just created, request permission, right? Now we'll create another variable, take photo. So this will also register for activity result. So activity result contracts dot take picture preview. So this is a callback method. Whenever we are clicking on that button of take photo, the camera app will open up, then the picture will be clicked, and whenever a user taps on that tick button, then this particular callback method will be called and we'll get the picture in the form of a bitmap here, right? Lifecycle scope dot launch. So now we'll check if is write permission granted. So if this permission is granted, now for this we need to create another method. Let us just create this method below this request permission. Let me just close this. So private function. So this function will be used to save photo to external storage. So the first argument that will take is the name of the image, then the image itself in the form of a bitmap, and the return type for this will be boolean, so it will return if the image has been saved or not. So we'll create this variable in the form of URI, so it will check if. Now here we need another method, private function SDK check. So basically it will check if the SDK level is greater than equal to Q or not, right? So now we'll call this method SDK check. Now if this is true, right, then the URI for this will be so okay, in this variable we'll be storing the URI of the image, storing the image location, right? So we'll get here we'll just checking that if the SDK level is greater or equal to 29, then we'll be using this particular location, otherwise we'll be using this location, right? So now we'll be storing the content values. So content values dot apply. So consider this as a hash map that has a key and the value. So we'll be using this for storing our image and information about that image. So media store, the key will be media store dot images dot media dot display name, right? And we'll get the name in the form of argument to this function, and let's just copy this and it will be MIME type JPEG. So here we'll check if BMP is not equal to null, right? We have now stored this inside this content values. Now here we'll return try, because we'll be saving the image, so we'll just put it inside the try catch block. So content resolver dot insert image collection and the content values. So basically what this will do is it will insert this particular information inside a table. So it will create a row for this data. So also content resolver dot open output stream. So we'll pass the URI here dot use, let's name it as output stream. So if emp is not equal to null, so okay guys, this is how we'll be saving the image. At first it may look intimidating, so let me just explain. So this particular line of code will create an entry inside a table. It will insert a row that will store the information about this image. Now this particular code will open a output stream, right, for saving the image to that particular location. So here we'll try to save the image. So this particular line of code will try to save the image bmp.compress. We have set the format, the quality, and where we want to store it to the output stream, right? If this is true, then the true will return true, that the image has been saved. If this is not true, then we'll throw a IO exception, right? And if this returns null, for example, there is nothing inside the image, the BMP is null, then we'll throw the IO exception, right? And here we'll catch that. So now we are going to call this particular method save photo to external storage right here, right? If the storage write permission is granted, then we are going to call this method here. So here we have called this method, and I have, for the name, I have provided the random UID. You can give it a name according to your requirement, and we have passed this bitmap that will get from this callback method. Now if this is true, we'll raise a toast dot make text. So we'll pass the context here, and the text will be photo saved successfully. Okay, so if this is true, then we have successfully saved the image. So after that, inside the else block, we'll again raise a toast that will say failed. Now if the write permission is not granted, that will not happen in our case because our SDK level is greater than 29 or greater than 28, I must say. So here we will raise permission not granted, right? The length for this will be length short, not sure. Now the last thing we are going to do is, so if I just check where this goes, okay, so here we'll set the on click listener or on button, dot save button dot set on click list now. So inside this we'll call this take photo dot launch. Okay guys, that is pretty much everything we need to do to save the image to the external storage. Now let me just quickly install this app to my cell phone and check if it is working fine or not, right? So okay guys, the app has been installed to my cell phone, as you can see on my mobile screen. If we just tap on this button, the camera opens up, and if I just move around and take the picture of this wall, tap here, the photo has been saved successfully. If I just open up the gallery app, so you can see we have got this particular image. So I guess we have successfully implemented this feature to our Android application, and I also hope that you guys have understood the code. But still, if you have any doubt, you can always ask me in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram. And to get the source code, you can follow us on Discord. The link for that will be given in the description below. You can just go to our Discord server, and there you can get the source code for this video. And I also hope that you guys have liked this video. If you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and in case you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving notification of the upcoming videos. So that is it for today's video. See you in another video. Bye.